There's a ton of new secrets inside of Brookhaven, starting off with the one at the hospital. So if you go over to the hospital and you go to the emergency room right here, as you can see there's an arrow saying emergency, and you go over here, you probably know that above the hospital there's actually a creepy room, an abandoned room that has a casket in it. However, there's actually something that has been changed in the very recent update of Brookhaven. So as you can see, there's a broken window, and obviously if you go through it, everyone knows that there's room. However, inside this room, you might notice the casket right here, which a lot of people will talk about. However, in the previous update, this casket was actually broken, it was cracked open, and the zombie inside this casket actually disappeared. However, as you can see right now, the cracks have been healed, the casket is one hole, and you don't see the zombie anywhere. And this secret is gonna go ahead and keep on evolving inside of Brookhaven. So the second secret is that if you go ahead and go to Starbucks Coffee right here, which is the, I guess, brand new coffee shop that just got added, you can actually go ahead and go over here and get a strawberry milkshake or whatever. You can also go ahead and get a cup of coffee. However, if you go behind here and you actually go ahead and tap on it, a lot of people know that you can actually go ahead and go to the criminal base. However, inside the criminal base, here's how you can go ahead and change the screen. So if I go over here and I actually click on this, I guess the light over here, and you go down, as you can see, there's a criminal base right here. And inside the criminal base, you can go ahead and see this exact computer right here. And as you can see on top, there's some code right here. But apparently, you can go ahead and actually change this code that pops up above this computer into like actual like a logo. But now what you're gonna want to do in order to change the, I guess, the screen is to go ahead and escape out of this creepy cave and this creepy basement. And now you want to go ahead and get back to your vehicle. It's always nice to have a Bugatti and be riding it. So once you have your car, all you gotta do is go ahead and go all the way over to Lake Madison. So as you can see, here's Lake Madison right here. And the lake is located next to, I guess, these houses over here, and also there's a Brookhaven school. And it even says School Street right here, which is pretty funny, but as you can see, the lake's name is Lake Madison right here. But apparently inside this lake, you can go ahead and go all the way over here to this hill right here. It's the left hill, yeah. It's the left towards the left. And if you go all the way over here, as you can see a camera right here that's pointing towards Lake Madison. And I've mentioned this in several of my videos. However, one thing you might not have noticed is that if you go ahead and actually click on this camera, there's actually something that appears in that room. So once I get back to my car right here, we can go ahead and go all the way over there. And I'm going to be going to the alley this time, because I exactly know where it is. So as you can see, I'm gonna park my Bugatti right here, and then I'm gonna go over here and test this. As you can see, I can literally go ahead and go to this location through the alley, and I don't need to go through Starbucks Coffee. But now all I have to do is click on this, and then I have to go down, and then as you can see, the scene has changed to the agency logo, because we've literally went ahead and looked at the camera. Now secret number 3 is that if you go and actually go inside the scams right here, the police scams, if you sit down on the computer, you can actually go ahead and go to the police scams, which they have hacked. But inside the police scams, if you go all the way down here, you can actually go ahead and see the same camera that I just clicked on. As you can see, it's literally Lake Madison that we just saw, and this is literally the camera that we literally clicked on, which is just insane that you can actually go ahead and see it. Now the fourth ticket is that if you want to go ahead and look at the brand new house. So if I go all the way over here and then I go to vacant place, there we go. I'm gonna go to vacant place right here, and if I click on this and then I click on thumbs up, it's gonna involve the brand new house that just came out. So if I scroll down, as you can see, here's the premium house right here, and apparently a lot of people can't find the safe here. As you can see, this is a very, very luxurious house inside of Brookhaven, and you can see like the pool right here, but apparently no one can find the safe in this house. Now the first spot I thought it was gonna be all the way up over here. It was probably gonna be in one of these bedrooms. So as you can see, here's the bedroom. It's probably not gonna be in this like double stacked bedroom. And as you can see, there's even a computer over here. And after that, I thought it was gonna be in this room. This room looks like a luxury room. As you can see, you can sleep in it. There's some plants. There's a mirror. There's a ton of stuff here. There's even a book. But this is a huge room inside of Brookhaven, and a huge room, the biggest room inside this house. So I thought it was gonna be here. Was it gonna be in the closet? I thought it was gonna be in the closet. However, I was completely wrong. The safe inside this house is in fact inside our bathroom, and as you can see, there's another secret right here, which I'm not gonna label it, but as you can see, you can actually go ahead and sleep in this. But if you're gonna go over here, and as you can see, there's underground. If you go underground, there's actually a pool underground, obviously. There's even a walkway. However, here, inside the bathroom, there might actually be like a hidden safe. It's gonna be the ground floor bathroom right here. If you go inside of here, and then you go over here to the shower, and then you can go through the wall right here, and boom, there's a save. And this is gonna sound weird. I'm gonna actually go ahead and get our bomb, and boom, there you go. You can get the money, and that's like the 4th secret, I'm pretty sure. Another brand new secret is that if you go ahead and go to Clubs Park, part of the Brookhaven town right here, it's literally in front of the police station and also the spawn. If you go over here, and it even says mayor's office right here, so you want to go over here and you want to go inside of the mayor's office, and inside of the mayor's office you want to go ahead and turn off the light. And once you turn off the light, there's gonna be a ton of names right here, special thanks, and all these people I'm pretty sure made Brookhaven or made like this I guess mayor's office. And this is really cool for every single person right here, and really shows us who made Brookhaven. So the next secret is gonna be right here at Clubs Brooks Coffee. Now Clubs Brooks Coffee, as you can see, it says dance off every Saturday night, and this wasn't here, this sign wasn't here when I was here like in the previous updates, but as you can see, you can get a soda and also a juice, and I think the soda actually got added in like the new updates. So the next secret is that if you go ahead and actually go, oh, there's a possible fire in my house, that's crazy, but if you go ahead and go to the job right here, there's a ton of new jobs that you might not have known. Like if you scroll down, there's a ton of new jobs. There's a race car driver, there's a paramount hunter, there's a photographer, no Starbucks, we already know that, a referee, a farmer. As you can see, you can become a ton of people, and you can even become a gardener, which is a ton of, you can become a business person. So there's a ton of new jobs that Brookhaven just got added. Or another new secret is that if you get this house right here, you can apparently go ahead and completely hide inside this house and no one can see you. So if you want to ever break in this house, here's how you would do it. So as you can see, there's a huge backyard right here, and there's nothing blocking it. And apparently if you go ahead and get small enough, you can hide here. So as you can see, I'm gonna try to get as small as possible. 0.5 right here, that's the smallest you can get. And then now, if you actually go ahead and go over here, you can completely hide. Oh, if I just stay under here like this, I can go ahead and completely hide under the water right here, and no, this person won't even know. And it is pretty crazy that there's so much space under this location, so I think there's gonna be another secret here. And another secret is if you go to the Ron Rabbit gas station right here, which is near the mall, and it's also near the spawn right there, like the park spawn. So here's where the perfect location to go ahead and find the secret. So if you go ahead and go over here, there's obviously the agency base, and a ton of people who are crazy about secrets probably know what the agency base is. But apparently if you go inside of here and you go over here, you can go ahead and actually click on this and type in a code. As you can see, we have the YouTuber ONG right here, who is at the same location I was inside of the secret. So let's go and see what he has to tell us about the secret.
Let's get into some of the secret side of things of this update. This right here, guys. So of course you go to the fry house, you click behind the laptop in the secret room, you can activate the password here. I have a whole video on how to do that if you need to fully see that. It would just take too much time in this one. But once you activate this panel here and you have a password.
As you saw, the YouTuber said, ONG literally said that you can go ahead and put in a password right here, but we don't know what the password is. And this is gonna be uncovering in the future updates of Brookhaven. And apparently if you go ahead and actually turn all these golden, you're able to go ahead and unlock a ton of secrets. And as you can see, every one of these is like red right now. So if every one of these actually turns green, apparently there's a huge thing that actually happens in Brookhaven that we can't even imagine. So make sure you stay tuned. There's gonna be a ton of things that are happening. Now the next secret is that if you go and leave a comment on this video, subscribe